Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. It's Thursday, the 29th of August. This is my end of the week video because, well, I'm taking tomorrow off. Members, I will be on early in the morning. I'll get stuff set up for you. I'll open the room. I'll be live with PCE tomorrow morning. Remember, we do have data tomorrow. And then I'm probably done. It's going to be another very slow day tomorrow. It is a holiday weekend that'll give us a nice little, remember the markets are closed on Monday. So a nice little way to take a little bit of extra time off and sit out and relax and enjoy the nice weather. I'm going to meet my daughter for lunch and look forward to it. Guys, if you want to join us, come to smartoptiontrading.com, link in the description below, and join us at the live trading room in our Discord room. We'd love to have you. So let's talk about this week and what's really going on here and what's not going on here. The SPY is in a consolidation maze, right? We came down, we put a new low in, we had the big V bounce, and we're coming up on 2 weeks of sideways action. We're generally holding the 8-day. We went below it yesterday and today, but generally closing back above it. About 18 minutes to go here. And this 363.30 area is resistance. And we talked about that. And, today we came up and we pushed it, right? And we pushed it here and we couldn't break through. Push, 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 push for an hour plus. Came in, couldn't get it. And so the easiest sell was to bring us back down because they didn't have the ability to break us out. Your all-time high is 565.16. Everything looks good. To the downside, this 564.50 area we talked about, that was a big 554.50 area was a big area to held. We held that yesterday. Your 21 days coming up. The market still looks structurally very good. You do have this gap sitting here if we get some weakness. I know we are going into a seasonally weak time of year, so that is something to keep in mind. The Qs have been lagging. Overall, you have this cup and handle patterns develop. We tried to break this little handle today and we couldn't. We came back in. The IWM has pushed itself back up a little bit, trying to regain some momentum. Now it needs to get back up into that 224 area, held the 8-day nicely the last 2 days. The financials, oh, look, another new all-time high today. JP Morgan has been leading the way. This one is up now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days in a row. Wouldn't be chasing that. Goldman just sitting just shy of the all-time high. And the rest of the banks are kind of just hanging out. They don't seem to have the same strength. Energy gave us a little bit of a bounce this week, but not much going on there. XBI pretty much took the week off. The SMHs got beaten up a little bit. They tried to break out last week, came back in, and then since then we've been in a downtrend, a very similar pattern that we have here on the Qs, a little cup and handle. So as long as we're doing that, let's go into what we did. So, this week for me, I didn't trade nearly as much as I have the last couple of weeks, or, it was about finding the right trades. I did trade NVIDIA this morning, had a beauty on NVIDIA this morning. And, let's talk about this report. I've talked about it with members ad nauseum, but this was a good report. It's getting dinged because the market wanted more guidance. Yes, they only guided up $500 million for next quarter. Only. I mean, seriously, market's gotten spoiled by these 50 and 30 and percent guide ups they've been giving over the last couple of quarters. Bottom line, the report was good. $50 billion buyback. They guided up. They talked about their Blackwell chip that will ship billions of dollars worth of it coming up, and everything seems fine. It's just tired. It was priced to perfection up here. 130 is a key level to break. It came down here. It's underneath all the moving averages. If it wants to dip, we'll watch and see if the 100-day catches at 110. If not, we'll start watching down towards this, maybe down here into 97 or the 90 area. We'll see. But let's see what it wants to do here. AMD continues to be weak, can't hold the 8-day. What else is going on out this week? We had earnings. Just talk quickly about Crowd. The Crowd report was okay. Their guidance wasn't good. They ripped out of the open this morning, came up and came back down. CRM, I didn't think the report was that good, but the price action said it was last night until the open. Boy, this is where if you came with us, we teach you some rules, and our 5-minute rule really would have kept you from doing anything in this name unless you really wanted to get shorted. Affirm had a great report like UPST, and they are skyrocketing here back up to the 42. Costco put a new all-time high in this week. Lilly right into the all-time high, didn't quite break it, but overall hanging in well. It's just kind of a day of names. SMCI, got to say this. SMCI, they really need to come out and defend themselves. They're making themselves not look good. You had a short report here back here on Tuesday from who was it? I forget which one of these guys it was, but whoever it was, and they bought most of it back. But you need to come out and defend yourself. And then the next morning, you delay your 10K filing. You guys are gonna tell me in the room. Hindenburg, thank you. Hindenburg, couldn't remember which one it was. And you don't come out and defend yourself. I mean, that is just criminal. Even this little guy, this little company here, today, they had a short report against them, AILE. They had a short report. They came out and ferociously defended themselves this morning, this afternoon, right? So, I mean, it's a matter of you have to come out and say something. What else? Microsoft, nice little candle try today, still holding the 200-day, but couldn't hold. We're seeing tech continue to be weaker. Amazon under the 200-day. Tesla continues to kind of drift lower, held the 200-day yesterday, seems to want it. Meta, holding the 21-day. Apple, nice trades for the room today. I lost money on Apple 2 days in a row. I'm not trading well right now. It's catching me and it's hitting my stops and then it's turning around and going up. So I didn't go back into it today and I should have. But bottom line is nice little breakout here. Fill this little gap. This gap is gone. And, now the question is, does it want to go up and get the new all-time high ahead of their event on September 9th, I believe, where we're expected to hear about their new iPhones and AI. You take this all aside, the market's holding in just fine. It's just a matter of finding the right trade. Consumer staples continue to be very good. Look at Coke, nice new all-time high. This thing's been running. Procter & Gamble's been holding in. And it's just kind of Colgate-Palmolive put a new high in yesterday. It's just kind of one of those weird markets, and it's a very difficult time of year. So one more day. If you think volume was low today, and this week, you could probably expect this to be about half what we have today. We're at 29 million shares, by the way, with 10 minutes to go. So, maybe not half is not too much, but I would not expect a big day tomorrow. A lot of people will be like wanting to sell ahead of next week. Next week is typically another mostly quiet week as volume doesn't typically return into the week after. With that said, wishing you all a wonderful weekend, and I'll catch people in the room live in the morning tomorrow for a little bit. Thanks for listening.